Welcome back to another kitchen appliance review with Lauren, me. So I'm going to be talking about the Instant Pot blender today. So this baby was a Black Friday deal at Walmart. So it's normally $99.99, but it was half off, so $49.99 is what we got it for. And then of course I go look at Walmart today just to see if it went back up to its original price after Black Friday. No, it actually went down a few dollars from when we bought it. It's now around $45, so a little bit cheaper. And then that's also with free shipping included. So what intrigued me about this blender is that you can do hot or cold foods in here. So Taylor and I have used this multiple times because I really wanted to get a good review and see what we liked, what we didn't like. And I have both pros and cons about this. So it has 8 different programs. It has smoothie, puree, crushed ice, frozen desserts, soy milk, rice milk, nut and oat milk, and soup. And then on the bottom, it has a pulse clean button. And then it has a pause button, which I really like. So anytime you're using one of the programs, you can just press that. You can add more, stir it, whatever you need to do. And then it has a cancel button, so you can cancel any one of the programs and just turn it off. So there's actually the low, medium, and high buttons right here. I just didn't even notice them. So you can click on whichever one you want for the manual buttons. This thing holds 60 ounces. And this is a really nice, durable glass pitcher. So it just pops off like that. You don't have to twist it off. It just literally comes off and on like that. And then the little lid, you just swivel it to unlock it and pull it up. So these two items, so this can be taken off like that and you can pour stuff in there. And these can be thrown in the dishwasher. The pitcher has to be hand washed because the bottom cannot get wet. It's very specific about that in the little manual. And then in the inside, it has 8 stainless steel blades in there. So this cannot be taken apart, this bottom part. It's all attached here. So just think about that if you are interested in it, that it has to be hand washed only. And so this is the little piece, it just sits like that. So it came with a food tamper to just push everything down in there. Came with a cleaning brush. It came with a strainer bag, and this is for like the rice and nut milks. And then it came with a measuring cup. So I haven't really had to use this yet, but it's just nice to have if you need it. I just kind of use a spoon if I need to. So this little brush I feel is useless because we made a soup. Well, Taylor made a soup in here, which turned out really good. So he just threw out everything in here. And then when the soup was done and I went to clean it, the whole bottom of the base was burned. And so I tried to get this little brush and scrape it off. No, it was really on there. It was a pain in the butt to try to get it cleaned off. But finally, the best option to get it off was we took a big spoon, then I wrapped a little washcloth around it and I went around and scrubbed it. I tried to use Dawn dish soap. It also said to soak with white vinegar and water. I tried all the little things that it says because it has a little cleaning section in the manual and it suggested the vinegar and water. That didn't help it. Dawn dish soap didn't help it. So I found that with the spoon and the towel, it was the best way to scrape that off. And it's not all off of there. It's still kind of burned on there. But yeah, this brush, trying to scrape it off down there, it didn't do anything. And then I haven't used the strainer bag. We don't really make the nut milk, oat milk, rice milk, anything like that. So if you're dairy free and you like to use that stuff, I think that this is pretty cool that it has those features on there. So if you want to make your own special milk, it comes with the stuff to be able to do that. And then a measuring cup, which we already have so many measuring cups already, so I don't know if we'll ever even use that. And then in the manual, it tells you exactly how long each of the programs last. So I've used the smoothie one the most. So when you click it, it takes like 3 to 5 seconds before it starts the program. So you're kind of like, why isn't it starting? And then it'll do 3 beeps and then it'll start the program. So it's not one of those blenders where you press a button and it automatically starts going. It takes like 3 to 5 seconds and then it will start. So just kind of be aware of that. So the smoothie, it takes 1 minute and 38 seconds. So what it does is after 3 beeps, it'll start and then it'll stop. And then it'll start and stop, and it'll go through that the whole 1 minute and 38 seconds. And then for the puree, you can do hard vegetables and soft vegetables. So you see the 2 little dots under the puree, so that means it has 2 different options. So you would look in the manual, see which dot is for the hard or which dot is for the soft, and then it would say on here which one you wanted to do. And then for the rice milk, it has the option for white rice or brown rice. And for the soup, it has the creamy and the chunky. And then all the other ones are just 1 dot, so they just have that 1 option. Near the end of it, it gives you blending tips and how to stack your smoothies. So it suggests to put liquids, then the powder, sweetener, the greens, the soft ingredients like yogurt, nut butter, and then do fresh fruit, nuts and seeds, and then the frozen fruit and ice cubes at the top for the best performance. So I am going to be trying one of the programs I haven't used yet, which is frozen desserts. I'm going to be making some blueberry cheesecake ice cream. And this is a recipe that I actually found off of the Instant Pot website for the Instant Blender. So all it is 5 ingredients, and it says 5 minutes for prep time, and then all you have to do is blend it up and put it in the freezer. It actually seems very simple, and I am excited to try it. So I'm gonna get all the ingredients together and we will get started. All right, so I got all of our ingredients. We're gonna need milk, cream cheese, a Jell-O pudding packet, either cheesecake or vanilla, blueberries, and sugar. And that's it. So we're gonna start off with the milk, and it's 2 cups of milk. And I'm using this Greek cream cheese. It says half the fat, 4 times more the protein. And so you're gonna be using 8 ounces of cream cheese. Next up is the pudding mix, and you're just gonna empty the whole packet in there. Next up is sugar, and you're gonna be adding 3 tablespoons. And last but not least, blueberries, and you're gonna add 1.5 cups. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna press frozen desserts. And so it's gonna blink for about 5 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna put it in this metal container. It says to put it in a freezer safe container. All right, we're gonna stick this in the freezer for 2 hours, and we'll see how it turns out. And while that is freezing up, I'm going to clean this out, because since it is hand wash only, you wanna really clean it out right when you're done using it, so all that food can easily be removed and it's not getting stuck on there. So I will see you back in a little bit. Okay, it has been well over 4 hours since we put this ice cream in the freezer. So after the first 2 hours, we took it out, and it wasn't fully frozen, and it looked like icy sorbet. So Taylor remixed it, tried to blend it again because it just was so icy, and it kept showing error sign, and it was like smelling like burnt plastic. And I think it was burning the motor out because the mixture was just too thick. And so I'm like, okay, stop, pour it back in there, because he was trying to just make it creamier again. So I'm about to do the final reveal after we mixed it together, put it back in the freezer. It has been like probably over 6 hours now. Let's see what we got here. Okay. It's not frozen. It's sliding. But I'm just gonna taste it because I feel like this is gonna be a flop. We haven't even tasted it yet. But this color right here does not look like the picture. Here's what the picture looks like. And here's what this looks like. Not the same. Mush, mush, mush. It's actually pretty good. It just does not, I don't know what is wrong with the recipe. It's really well blended, like with blueberries. Sometimes you get those seeds in there. and they're kind of like crunchy, but it blended it really nice and smooth. Yeah, the more I'm eating it, the more I like it. Which this is by no means healthy at all. So overall, I really like the blender, and I think it's really cool that it has a heating element inside so you can make soups. And I'm probably gonna make salsa in this. I'll probably try that out, and maybe I'll try a different recipe for ice cream and see if it just makes a difference for the ingredients you use. I don't know what the deal was, but I've seen people comparing it to the Vitamix, and I've never used a Vitamix, but they are very expensive. And if you've been wanting a Vitamix but can't dish out the money for it, I would highly suggest this. I mean, this is a very affordable blender that has a lot of cool functions on it and does the job. So try it out. Let me know if you have one or just your thoughts on it in general. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. But wait.
Before you go, I'll miss you so please subscribe to my channel and like this video.